About 3 years ago, at least 6 people died after the canoe on which they were traveling capsized in the Daboya River in the northern region. Among the dead were 2 children who were traveling with their father. Situations like these are not new in the area, as people are forced to travel by canoe to make it across the 300-meter wide river to other parts of the country. The 2018 budget made provision for the construction of a bridge over the river. Abdulhai Mumin has been following up on the story and has come through with this report.
A little over 5 years ago, 6 people died right here in these very waters. And what happened? They were just making a simple attempt to cross over from the Tamale end into Daboya, and the canoe on which they were traveling capsized.
After a frantic search by the Marine Police and the National Disaster Management Organization, only 3 of the bodies were retrieved.
Many people who want to travel from the northern end to Daboya have to cross into Daboya by canoe. Then that's because there's no bridge. The people here have continued to talk about the risky nature of having to commute in and out of Daboya using these canoes. So when passengers come in, how safe do they feel? Do you give them life jackets like the one you're wearing?
But just that they don't want to wear it, just because of that nowadays there's so many sickness. Somebody will be having a sickness, when he wear it, he will not feel comfortable. The other person will come and wear, and we don't dry and they don't wash it. That's why they normally say it. And through the life jacket, they can also get the sickness too. Look at what happened the previous years. People die here because of crossing.
Usually a journey that would have taken less than 45 minutes from Daboya to Tamale would now have to take people who want to avoid using the lake or using these canoes about 2 hours to arrive at Daboya, because then they would have to go through the western end through Busunu and then eventually arrive in Daboya, which makes the journey very long but also very time consuming. Most of you who operate these canoes are either underaged or not properly trained. How do you respond to that? Are you properly trained?
I was 11 years when we started training me this. Up to now, I'm 21 years now.
The absence of a bridge here also affects education, because children who want to attend school in Daboya from other surrounding communities have to sometimes come and wait at the other end for several hours before they have access to these canoes, and they often arrive at school very late, by which time they would have missed some lessons. How early do you come to this area to start picking the children to school?
They tell by 6 to 7 o'clock.
But sometimes the children still get late.
Yes, sir.
And do they have any concession at school that allows them to be late, because of course there's no means of commuting them?
They do. The masters there do understand them that they are from the other side, and they know how difficult they can cross. So they do allow them when they are late. They don't punish them.
When a bridge is constructed, people like you may be out of business. Are you concerned about that?
As far as I'm a student, I promise I will make it one day.
During the presentation of the 2018 budget, the Finance Minister announced the provision for the construction of a bridge.
Over the next 3 years, the following roads and bridges will be constructed. Tamale Point 7 interchange, Swame interchange, PTC interchange, Daboya Bridge, Yape Bridge, Yape Bridge.
However, after almost a year, no construction work has started. So, we turned our camera in the direction of the District Chief Executive of North Gonja, Ilyasu Bawa, for an answer.
The arrangement had to go through Parliament and what have you, the difficulties. That was what caused the delay. But thankfully, finally the deal is passed, and once we start with the phase 1, the phase 2 projects are going to follow in that manner. And I am very confident that President Nana Akufo-Addo is very much committed in getting this bridge constructed.
The construction of a bridge would help to save lives and property. It would also help people to have access to the town for commercial activities and healthcare. For now, the people are asking for information about the progress of preparations towards the bridge's construction. Abdulhai Mumin, GBC 24, Daboya.